All right, what's going on, guys? It is Jake from Green and Gold Central. I have taken a bit of a break. I don't even know if you can call it a break. I made 2 videos and then kind of dipped. But to be honest, it's just because, I had a lot on my plate at that time with summer and the whole, COVID thing that is affecting everybody. So took a little bit of a break. Also changed up the name. Obviously, I was Wisconsin Sports Central before, but I figured I'd switch to Green and Gold Central. The Packers are my favorite team. Football is my favorite sport. It's the sport that I know the most about, and I feel like I can make better content if I strictly focus on the Green Bay Packers. So, with all that being said, today I'm going to have a video of my hot takes for the 2020-2021 Packers season. These are just kind of ones that I was, I took a lot of time to think about. Obviously, some of them are going to be very hot takes, and I am extremely biased when it comes to the Packers, but I'm going to try to kind of back up my arguments a little bit and just rattle off my hot takes. So, first hot take of this next coming season is that Aaron Jones is going to be top 3 in the MVP conversation. Now, obviously, last year he had an absolutely breakout year. He was incredible. He was tied with Christian McCaffrey for the most touchdowns by a running back during the season. And I fully expect him to even make the next leap. By him making the next leap, I expect him to be in the top 3 in the MVP race. Those top 2, the other 2 in there could very well be Lamar Jackson or, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers even. Those guys could be in the MVP race, but I very much see Aaron Jones as a top 3 candidate for the MVP this year. My next hot take is one that brings me a lot of hope, and I've really been looking for this moment. But I believe that Marquez Valdes-Scantling will make a huge leap and even solidify himself as a wide receiver 2/3. We have been expecting big things out of Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and unfortunately, he is a deep threat. He's got that downfield speed. When Rodgers goes deep on, if he draws the defense offsides and gets a free play, most of the time he's looking for MVS. He has that, like I said, he has that deep ball ability. His speed isn't up to par with, say, a Devontae Adams. But I really believe that MVS, especially because this year is his contract year, most important year for him. And I believe that with that, he is going to have a huge leap. I don't know if you guys saw the quote. It was a couple months ago. But MVS said about the wide receivers, best wide receivers of all time. He said, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and me. And obviously that was met with a ton of backlash because, he's only, a third-year player, I think. But I don't hate that mindset. I love that mindset, actually, because he is just trying to speak it into existence. And you know what? If he really wants to be at the caliber of those guys, this year is going to be his season as a prove-it year. And I really think that he could make that step and become a wide receiver 2/3 for the Green Bay Packers. The next one, it's not entirely a hot take, but I think that the Packers are going to sweep the North. Obviously, we did that last year. Packers had a very great season against the NFC North last year. Struggled in some games at the beginning, but always seemed to pull it out at the end. And that was the story for a lot of games in the 2019-2020 season. I think, like I said, this one isn't an entirely hot take, but I really believe that the Packers could sweep the North again, especially because obviously, the Bears are having a quarterback battle, and neither of them are really going to help them make that next step. Obviously not Trubisky, but when it comes to Nick Foles, he is not going to be that guy that is going to help the Bears become dominant and be able to steal the North from the Packers. The Vikings lost their 2 starting corners on the defensive side of the ball, and they lost Stephon Diggs. And Dalvin Cook is holding out right now. If if Dalvin Cook does not play for the Vikings this season, fully expect their playoff chances to absolutely go down the drain. I don't expect the Vikings to do anything without that absolute. I mean, he's not fantastic, but he is great. Dalvin Cook, he's not better than Aaron Jones by any means. Also biased, but he's not better than Aaron Jones. But if they don't have Dalvin Cook, they are not going to be in a good spot to make the playoffs. And the Lions are the Lions. They're not going to be able to. I don't see them while they're going through this rebuilding phase. This seems to have been going on for quite a while now. I don't see them being any competition for the Packers or, frankly, any team that'll be on top of the NFC North at the end of the season. All right. And my hottest take for the Packers 2020-2021 NFL season is that the Green Bay Packers, and I pinned this on my Twitter, I said the Green Bay Packers will win Super Bowl 55. Obviously, I know we lost some players from last year. A lot of guys on contract years that are really going to need to prove it. However, we did make it to the NFC Championship last year. No matter how bad we got absolutely dumped on in that game, we still made it there. And we added a couple. We added Devin Funchess on offense. Will hopefully give us a red zone target. We don't have Jimmy Graham on the team anymore, so he can't drop the ball. Or just have no breakaway speed and just run straight for the sideline. So I truly believe that the Packers will make it to the Super Bowl and bring the Lombardi Trophy home back to Green Bay. I honestly, sorry, I have one more take. And my final take is that Josiah DeGuara, our tight end that we drafted, will solidify himself as the tight end 1. Don't get me wrong. I love Jay Sternberger. But after Josiah DeGuara was drafted, and I honestly didn't know who he was, he came from Cincinnati. I really believe that Josiah DeGuara has the ability to make it as our tight end 1. And Sternberger, obviously fantastic. He played well for us throughout the season. And I just think that DeGuara has more speed. He has a great catch radius. He's very big, and so he'll be nice in he'll be nice in 2 tight end sets as well as just some routes to the flats. I have seen Josiah DeGuara also play H-back at Cincinnati, and I expect him to probably get some reps there now with the loss of Danny Vitale at the end of the season for the Packers. I expect Josiah DeGuara to kind of fill that spot when he's starting out as that H-back / being a tight end 2 behind Sternberger. But I think that Josiah DeGuara is going to have a great rookie season, and I think that he could solidify himself as a tight end 1. So yeah, with all of those are my hot takes. Aaron Jones being top 3, MVS making a huge leap, Josiah DeGuara solidifying himself as a tight end 1, and the Packers sweeping the North, and the Green Bay Packers, prayers to Vince, will bring the Lombardi Trophy home back to Green Bay. Those are my hot takes, and I just really hope that those come to light. Otherwise, this video is going to look very poor on my end at the end of the 2020-2021 NFL season. So yeah, with all that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video and share it around if you enjoy my content and if you want to see some more of it. I greatly appreciate you guys for staying subscribed and interacting with me on Twitter while I was not making YouTube videos. I really appreciate all of you guys. So, with that being said, it's Jake from Green and Gold Central, and I will see you next time.